Rule number 6, first we warm up and then we do
exercise,
flips, or kicks, or
split.
All right. Rule number 3, don't forget to
breathe.
And rule number 4, always engage your. All right. Rule number 5, we don't win, although in a raffle we do, but we earn our prize. Rule number 6, first we warm up and then we do
Exercise,
flips, or kicks, or
split.
all right. Rule number 7, life is a progression, so never skip a lesson. Rule number 8, sometimes we just gotta relax and. Rule number 9, you gotta sweat to shine. And rule number 10, remember these rhymes and spit them over and over again and again. Is that cool or what? 10 rules of Fit Hop. So it is a pleasure for me to be here. I have only recently connected with Jess. However, I feel we've spent many lives together. Jess is an Aries, and for anyone who's astrologically aware, Aries is fire. And she truly lives up to that very sign of Aries. She's fire, and it's an honor for me to be, and she's wearing her red, she's pointing it out, right? It's an honor for me to join my fire with hers. I want to do one exercise with you guys all together, and I'm going to lead you through this. If you can't, put down whatever you have in your hands. All right? Aaron, jump off, because I want you to do this with us. All right. So, this is the premise. First of all, get a nice wide base. A nice wide base. Step really, yeah. Obviously not so wide that you... All right. So, take one hand, breathe in, and bring your hand down. Breathe with your nose. Your other hand, breathe it in and out. The lower hand represents earth. The upper hand represents heaven. Now, I don't know what your religious background or spiritual views, but we could just call this body and mind. Bring them together. Who here can recognize this symbol? Who said it? Say it out loud. This is the yin yang. The purpose of this mudra, this kata, is to bring together our body and our mind into balance. Because when we do that, let's all breathe it in and create tension. Pull against your fingers. Create tension. Because this is life. Tension, 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 tension. But the key is to learn how to release the tension. Inhale now, in, and on your out, release. Like that. Now that you know what we're going to do, let's do it together. In. Pull, pull, and... Now add sound, like in martial arts. That was loud. Stop. Took my own ears out. Add sound to this. Get wide. Let's do this, guys. Participate. This is life. Every moment. How you do anything is how you do everything. Bring that tension. Bring that tension. Embrace that tension. This is life. In, 2, 3. That was weak. Come on. What's going on? We're at Flex for Access right here. This is the inaugural fundraiser. I want to hear the passion. I want to send this to the universe and back. Last time, let's all do this. Let's go. Inhaling up. 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about. So, thank you. Thank you. I don't have much time. I've given you guys a little bit of an idea of what it is that I do. But I just want to say a couple more words on Fit Hop. It's a program that I discovered by overcoming my own disability. And I think the disability that I had to overcome, a lot of people, whether they know it or not, whether we realize it or not, we're all trying to overcome. It's ADHD, and who knows what that is? Yeah? Who here thinks they have something close to it? Put your hand up. Yeah? Everyone else is just arrogant and in denial, sorry. Okay, so ADHD stands for what? Attention Hyper Deficit Disorder. All right, I got a new one for you. It's called Attention Dialed Into Higher Dimensions. So instead of a disability, as all disabilities, I think every disability is actually a gift ability. It just needs to be faced, embraced, and transmuted or replaced, ultimately. So ADD, same thing. It's an alternate drive in destiny. And what Fit Hop is, and what I'm doing with Fit Hop is, I'm regulating myself, and I'm sharing that ability for self-regulation with all of the students and participants. Now, mainly and mostly I work with students and kids. However, I would suggest that there's an inner child in every one of you. And as you grow into adults and have to pay mortgages and do all these other adult things, we actually forget about that inner child. But there is an inner child in every one of us, and it loves to learn. But it learns most effectively through play. So Fit Hop is my way. We play. It stands for a functional, and we emphasize the fun in functional, integrative training and health optimizing program. And like I said, it's not just a program, it's a philosophy. It's a program for the mind, shift in paradigm, a program designed to redefine what fitness is to even begin with. It's a shift in consciousness. You catch my drift? Yeah? So, without anywhere, I wanted to keep it as simple and short as possible. There's lots more of where that came from. Maybe you guys saw the stability ball trick. Should I do the stability? Okay. I set a Canadian record on this ball. Actually, the ball has helped me really, again, self-regulate. I was telling one of the kids, sometimes before your homework, just sit there and bounce on your ball for like 5 minutes, and believe it or not, you'll have the focus to approach your homework a lot easier. But at Dundas Square, I took the challenge of doing 444 squats in a row, standing on this ball. Now, I don't know if any of them has been to Dundas Square recently, but all those preachers are like, preaching, and it's very distracting. But when you come back to rule number 3, you don't forget to breathe. When you come back to rule number 4, always engage your core. When you come back to 8, chill out, and meditate. This is how I self-regulate. And every rep, like we said, flex for axis is steps in practice. One after another, one stride after another, as one of our speakers said. That's about it for now. I'm gonna come down, and I'm gonna give you one last demonstration. I'm not touching the ground yet. Exactly. Dimitri knows me. This is called crow pose in yoga. So, that is the way I self-regulate. That's one of the ways. However, there is the whole musical component in Fit Hop. I couldn't show that to you because the little instrument I brought somehow it's not working, so it's not meant to be today. But check it out, fithop.com. Stay tuned because the online programs that Jess is going to be working on, I'm going to definitely be helping her with that. So, really excited. Thanks again, everyone, for coming out, and thank you, Jess, for being amazing.
Don't give it up for Nick.